this is additional funds for our HPD. And all we have to do is just ask a cop, and we will hear that they would like to be put out there to catch the real criminals, not going out and handing out traffic citations. Our resources are very limited, and we need to prioritize. We need to have our HPD out protecting our citizens, our businesses, our neighborhoods, and that needs to be our focus and priority. Thank you.
Councilmember, if I may say, I want to make sure that everybody understands that this first grant is for our truck enforcement unit. Dangerous, overloaded commercial trucks are a serious hazard on the road, and I think that you will find our truck enforcement unit does an outstanding job in protecting lives. Mayor Pro Tem, Vice Mayor Pro Tem Bradford.
Thank you, Mayor. You said ask a cop, let one speak to you. This is critically important to our community. Public safety isn't about exclusively arresting bad guys and girls out there. Part of that equation is overall safety in the community. These STEP grants, as they are called, are opportunities presented for local law enforcement agencies to get some of the money that we send to the federal government back in our community. And this is crucially important that we understand that in the first grant, it's $49,000 to be leveraged against $749,000. And in the second one, $200,000 cash match to be leveraged against $2.2 million. As has been said, it is important that we keep our freeways and our streets are safe. We lose a lot of property, a lot of lives are lost, a lot of people are injured due to what happens with our streets and freeways out there. This particular grant will deal with the proper inspection and regulation concerning commercial vehicles. There are a lot of trucks on our freeway system, on our streets, and these dollars will assist HPD with this traffic enforcement initiative, a very important part of the police department's mission. The next item deals with DWI, speeding, seatbelt restraints, and those type issues. So it's not just the officers want to go out and catch crooks. Sure, that's what we're trained to do as part of the task, but also overall community safety is important. So I commend the administration. I commend the Houston Police Department for continuing to accept and to leverage Houstonian tax dollars coming back to Houston to help with safety issues in our community. So these are critically needed dollars for a very important mission, and that comes from a cop. Thank you.
Councilmember Sullivan.
Well, I'm not a cop, and I got an opinion. And strongly supportive of this very specialized service at HPD. Just this week, Monday morning, 9 o'clock, I met with the newly promoted traffic enforcement captain, Tommy Bainbridge, to voice my support for all that that department does in his division. And coincidentally, the president of Kingwood College, Dr. Catherine Person, has asked us to have the truck enforcement units on Saunders and McClellan Road near all of the sand pits and gravel pits, because the start of school is coming up for the college students. And we have an ongoing problem with speeding trucks, commercial trucks, dump trucks, gravel trucks, as well as overloading. And every year, truck enforcement goes out there the first week of school to make their presence known and to let the trucking community know that they will do random inspections. And I can tell you, I've been out there, and virtually every random inspection results in a number of citations for unsafe violations. I don't want my mother hit by an unsafe truck. I don't want my wife hit by an unsafe truck. I don't want any Houstonian hit by an unsafe truck. These officers are specialized, they're professionals, they serve a tremendous need in the community, and I appreciate what they do. So I'll be voting for this item.
Mayor Pro Tem Gonzalez.
Thank you. Mayor, this is a public safety item, and I'm very supportive of it. I want to make sure that our general public, that the citizens of the city are safe. Years ago, we've all seen stories where very large trucks, there's been some very tragic incidents where trucks been overturned due to heavy load or other issues, and I really appreciate the work that our truck enforcement unit does. It's a very specialized unit, specialized skills, and I tell you that they're there because they choose to be, and they have have to go through a very rigorous process. It's not easy work. Many times they're climbing on top or underneath trucks and in the hot heat, and really they're there because they choose to provide the service, and really appreciate the grant funding available to us so we can leverage those dollars and provide those services. This is a yearly grant. It's part of the statewide transportation enhancement program. So I think that our citizens deserve the very best public safety we can offer, and this helps provide that with our truck enforcement unit, and just very proud of the work they do. Thank you.
Councilmember Brown.
Thank you, Mayor. And I appreciate all the comments from my colleagues on this matter. Everything that the HPD does is related to safety, but there's the matter of prioritizing. And as the city, as the federal government, our resources are limited. And we do know that we have a matter of HPD needing to continue to do a good job and be assisted with resources in protecting our neighbors and our businesses, and being out there and making sure that the criminals are brought in and the like. When you have other entities that can be doing similar jobs at traffic control and like the county and other offices of police protection and like, let us work with those agencies to do more of that so that we can concentrate our police force on focusing on what they can do best with our criminal element in the city.
Councilmember Trump.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to note that safety is the broad issue. And the fact of the matter is that the truck enforcement division does a great deal to ensure our safety, and in particular, where I'm concerned in our district, is the Yale Street Bridge. And they are there, and they are part of making sure that as we move forward on that, the bridge is safe, and I'm very grateful because we're talking about large numbers of people that travel across there, and I think we're excited the fact that what they're doing with public safety. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Bradford.
Mayor, just final commentary. Many of the grant dollars are earmarked exclusively for traffic enforcement strategies, so it really wouldn't make sense for us not to solicit and participate in dollars that are earmarked exclusively for traffic enforcement efforts. And additionally, the officers, oftentimes, they are not pulled from other duties and responsibilities. These officers work these programs in many cases as extra time, as overtime. They do this in addition to what they do. So it's an excellent program. I suggest we move forward. Thank you.
And Councilmembers, I would encourage you to actually go out with the truck enforcement unit. I've done it a few times. Wear your overalls, so you can crawl around under the 18-wheelers. You learn a lot. Moving to a vote on this item. Favoring?
No.
Opposed? Item carries. Councilmember Brown voting no.